I came across a video called Carl Jung, the rarest personality type in the world by Einzelgänger. I wasn't expecting anything heavy, but the more I listened, the more it felt like Jung wasn't just describing a personality type. He was describing an entire pattern of human consciousness that most people will never experience. So today, I want to break this down in a way that's modern, simple, and actually makes sense for real people living real lives. Because if you've ever felt like you don't quite fit into the world the way everyone else does, this might be the first time someone gives you language for it. Let's get into it. One of the first traits Jung points out is emotional depth. Not sensitivity, not moodiness, depth. This type doesn't feel emotions as quick reactions, they feel them as full internal environments. When they're inspired, it's not a spark, it's momentum. When they connect with someone, they don't just enjoy it, they understand it. When something hurts, they feel every layer of it. It's not weakness, it's bandwidth. Their emotional range is wider than most people's, which is why they often feel misunderstood. They're operating on another layer. Jung described this type as being driven by something he called sacred curiosity. This is the natural instinct to ask deeper questions, not to be difficult, not to be philosophical for no reason, but because surface-level explanations never feel complete. Why did that moment happen? Why did that person react that way? What's the real pattern behind this situation? Why does this timing feel significant? This type doesn't search for meaning, they simply see it. 3. Hyper-perceptive awareness. This trait is strong and often shows up early in life. Jung said this type has an unusual ability to perceive unconscious patterns. They notice tone shifts, body language, timing, energy, people's intentions without needing them explained. Most people are skimming. This type is observing. 4. Meaning matters more than anything. This personality type can't function in shallow environments. They need purpose, they need direction, they need authenticity. Jobs, relationships, or habits that lack meaning drain them quickly. To them, meaning isn't optional. It's psychological oxygen. When things lose purpose, they leave. Not out of impulsiveness, but because their mind is wired to grow, not stagnate. 5. Cycles of psychological rebirth. This trait is one of the clearest markers of Jung's rare type. They evolve constantly. Old identities fall away, new versions emerge. They're always learning, always adjusting, always reinventing. Sometimes it looks chaotic from the outside, but internally, it's structured. This type goes through more personal growth in a few years than most people do in a decade. They're not inconsistent. They're transforming. Transformational presence. One of the most fascinating aspects Jung highlighted is that this type naturally triggers change in others. People feel safe around them. People tell them things they haven't said out loud. People feel seen in ways they aren't used to. People sense depth and respond with honesty. It's not a role they choose. It's something they simply are. The challenge is that these individuals often help others long before they help themselves. They pour out until they're empty and then wonder why they're exhausted. It's a common pattern for this type. The unnamed purpose. This part of Jung's explanation connects everything. People with this psychological structure often feel like they're here for something, even if they don't know what it is yet, even if they can't articulate it, even if the world has never given them a blueprint. It's a subtle, internal pull towards something more, some kind of direction that doesn't come from society, family, or expectation. It comes from inside. Jung called this the drive toward individuation. This is the lifelong urge to become the fullest version of yourself, even if that path isolates you, challenges you, or forces you to evolve faster than everyone around you. If you've ever felt that internal push, even when you couldn't explain it, you're not imagining it. It's real, and it's rare. 8. The rarest type. So what is this personality type called? Jung referred to it as the individuated consciousness. It's the person who thinks deeply, evolves rapidly, perceives clearly, questions naturally, and lives with a sense of purpose that others don't always understand. It's rare. It's intense. It's powerful. And if any of this resonates, there's a good chance you're closer to this type than you realize. If this helped you understand yourself, or gave you a new perspective on how you're built, make sure to like the video so more people like you can find it. Subscribe if you want more content about psychology, intuition, rare personality structures, and self-awareness. And check out the rest of the channel, there's a lot more coming.